Boston and the Burbs. My name is Karen O'Brien, and I am a real estate broker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. And I do a series on the suburbs around the Boston area and the neighborhoods in Boston. And today we're going to talk about Westwood. Look at a map of Boston, go west, go a little south, and a little out, like one town past the Boston proper line. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Great town. Be right back. Hi there. So now about Westwood, Massachusetts. Westwood is definitely an upper class suburb of Boston. You can get million-dollar homes, multi-million-dollar homes, and I would say the least expensive might be $650, $700, but it won't be a perfect home. The reason why it's so popular, the public school system rivals most public schools in the area. They're very highly rated on great schools as well as across the state of Massachusetts. I believe they're number 13. I'm sorry, 14 out of 344 schools in Massachusetts. The population in Westwood is about half of Needham and Dedham, which I've talked about before. Needham and Dedham can border parts of Boston. The next town over is Westwood. So they're about half. So the median price of a house, $750,000, that's median, not average. So median income is $155,000 per household, and tax rate. So at $1,451, if you were to own a house for $750, you will have to set aside $900 a month, or $907. It's $907 a month just for property taxes. So think of that as your tuition payment if you have kids. And if it's not an issue, it's not an issue. Now, Westwood has remained one of the top choices in this area for a beautiful community, especially to raise a family. Because of that nice tax base, they have a kind of a modern high school. I think it's probably 15 or 20 years old, but it's beautiful. It has a huge recreation area with a pool, and that is open to the residents of Westwood for a small fee. So you can be a member at the rec center, and then you'll have your own fitness place. You can swim, and believe it or not, they have underwater hockey. And it's a special group. I guess you have to have an unusual interest, but they do have an underwater hockey team. It's not has anything to do with the school, but they use pool time to practice. If you're driving from, say, West Roxbury in Boston, you're going to go through Dedham and be in Westwood. To the right, you'll border Needham a little bit, and then Dover. To the left, you'll border Norwood, Walpole, and straight ahead Medfield. These are all nice communities. Dover is a very rural community, and it's the kind of place where people own horses. And I believe the population is about 6,000 people. It's very spacious and laid out. That's Dover. That'll be coming up on another video. So Westwood has no main downtown area. Well, it's little. If you go straight through Route 109 on the northern part, there is a little town center. There is a town hall. There is a beautiful new police station, a fire station, a brand new, gorgeous, state-of-the-art library, and that was just built in the last few years. That same road will take you through the main section, which, like I said, is like a blink and it's over. And towards the left will be the beginnings of Norwood, and if you go straight, you'll end up in Medfield. Now, almost parallel to that street is Washington Street, which has a little town called Islington, but Islington isn't really a town. It's a subset of Westwood. So Islington is the same school system. They have a little post office. They have a wonderful large Roche Brothers grocery store, and they have a little kind of a strip, very small, but it's recently renovated, so they're all brand new storefronts. And there's Chinese food restaurant, a great pizza place that delivers, and they sell Italian food as well, an ice cream store, a physical therapy business, and I believe adding a few more, like a smaller renovated library, and there's a brand new fire station right there too. So that is the busy areas of Westwood. Now most people in Westwood will buzz over to Dedham to shop, or recently, like in the last 5 years, Westwood developed University Avenue. University Avenue comes right off Route 95 north and south, which is a major throughway, also called Route 128. And there's a big Amtrak station there that will take you to Boston. It will take you to New York. It will take you to Washington, D.C. So it's a great location for bopping on and traveling if you have to for business. So University Ave now has a beautiful area of shopping. Well, it's close to me, so I think it's my town too. University Ave, Wegmans, a fabulous Wegmans, and it's really big and it has everything. Home Goods, a Marshall's, an Ulta beauty store, Michael's art store, Nordstrom Rack, I can name them all. Not quite, but really good little shopping area, a strip of restaurants, and then across the street they just put in the last 2 years, Brigham and Women's has their own little small medical center, medical place where they can do labs and x-rays, and it's also doctor's offices. So very convenient again. A couple of nice restaurants, and there's also a memory care facility there, and a big beautiful, it's called the Gables, I believe, rental, high-end rental apartments, and they just opened condominiums right there too. So all that tax money has bolstered Westwood and made it even better. I have to say property taxes are high because of schools, so let me give you some numbers. Oh, one more thing, Hale Reservation. Hale Reservation is, I don't know, 100 acres? I'll look it up. 100 acres, day camps there. I believe the Boy Scouts of America have their week getaway from different parts of Massachusetts. They go to Hale Reservation, and it's a great place to hike. It's a great place to walk. It is part of the Massachusetts like a chain of. The only negative for traveling is Route 109 is sort of the main drag through town, and it is very packed with commuters at commuter hour. So it's great if you can work from home, but it's a little slow going from the highway to your home because of the density of 2 lanes, one in each direction. Up until about 5 years ago, Westwood was a dry town. So I have to tell you, there's no real nightlife at all. There's a few restaurants, you know, your favorite Chinese takeout, but there's one lovely restaurant called Chiara on near the fire station on Route 109, and Chiara has a lovely menu, a full liquor license, and it's the only nice restaurant, I would say, in Westwood right now.